What's up, people? Saturday afternoon. I missed you last week. I wasn't here. Miss you guys. Good to see you back. Good to be back. Uh, and I don't know where you are, but I know here. I was just looking at this. And I'm going to show y'all because it's you need proof. It is 108 degrees with unhealthy air quality. And if you look, it's not getting much better tonight. It is hot. I mean, I'm not joking. It is hot. You could fry eggs outside on the sidewalk. But hopefully you're all staying cool, staying in the air conditioning, and hanging out. It's the good news is that there's things to watch this weekend while you are not outside sweating your ass off. Fish is doing a Fish Dicks replay of previous Fish Colorado Fish at Dick's Commerce, Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce. The tonight is 9/1/12. I didn't look at the set list, but judging if it's anything like any other Dick's shows, it'll be sick. So Fish announced this week they're canceling or they're changing dinner and a movie from once a week on Tuesdays to once a month. Yet to be determined. After the Labor Day weekend, they're switching to once a month. Boo! I like seeing those once a week. They're fun. It's fun going back. Dead Company has not returned yet either. So we're not getting our Dead and Company Saturdays. And we're not getting Grateful Dead Fridays. However, we are still getting Widespread Panic on Sundays. And we're getting String Cheese on Fridays. And life has not completely disappeared as from the streaming world. So that is that. Lock-in postponed this week. They threw in the towel. They were going to try and do some kind of special socially distant event in October, postponed from the earlier this year. But they finally decided, we can't do it. They threw in the towel, and rightfully so. I don't think they could have possibly done that festival safely. I mean, you would have had some kind of spike of something. So it's postponed until next October 2021. It's the first weekend is when they're going to try and do it. But Joe Russo's Almost Dead is going to do a couple of live shows from the lock-in site. No people in the audience, but he will stream straight to your living room as it is. I gotta bring it up. If anybody's ever owned a copy of this book, and I know that if you like the Grateful Dead and you are a fan for any amount of time, you know this book. Just about every Deadhead on the planet has a copy of this book. The author, Geraldine Lee Brandelis, she passed away this week. She lost her battle with cancer, and I'm sorry to hear it, but I wanted to mention that. So rest in peace, Geraldine. We'll miss you. But we have your book to carry on for you. And that is that on that. So, but without further ado, my guests today, they're based out of LA. They're great Southern rock psychedelic jam band. You might have heard of them. You might not have heard of them. If you haven't heard of them, welcome to the party because these guys rock. They're a lot of fun. They are Pacific Range, and I'm going to bring them in. I got three of the four all together. They're like, here you guys are. And then we'll bring in Stuart. What up, guys? How we doing?
All right.
Good to see you. Welcome to Shakedown News Live. I just saw you guys last week, so it's not like we haven't seen each other in a while. But all good? You guys staying cool?
Moderate.
You're trying?
Not really, but yeah.
No AC.
Well, I'm excited to have you guys on here because after seeing you guys at the Bridge family for the first time, I was like, wow, I've just discovered some really cool new music. I like this. This is great. I got to have you guys on the show. And you said yes, so here we are. So you guys have been playing the Bridge family, and if you people out there are oblivious to what's going on there, every Monday and Thursday, the Bridge Family Studios out there in Burbank does a live stream, and you guys do a once a month, right? A Thursday, one Thursday a month.
Yeah, last
Is
Thursday of
it
the
the
month,
last Thursday? So
or the fourth Thursday, I guess. I don't know
if
if
there's
it's
a
the last
fifth,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
and
exactly.
and so you just did it not too long ago, and then you just did a set for the virtual Burning Man, right?
Yes, we
Which
did.
Yeah.
which one aired already, and then the other one, or did they both air?
The other one will air tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow at 7:30. Yeah.
right? On the virtual burn.
Yeah,
Dusty
If
Multiverse.
nobody's been, you guys, if you guys out there watching haven't seen the virtual Burning Man, they call it the multiverse. It is super cool. It's like Fortnite without the guns. It's like you can walk around and talk to people and check out different stages. It's super cool. So do yourself a favor and seek that out. I think you can go to Burning Man's Facebook page and track it from there, or probably Bridge Family's Facebook page probably has a link on there.
Yeah.
Do you guys have one on yours? For the
We
burn?
don't. We did we put? Oh, we did post something about it, I think, right?
Okay. So
We did, yeah.
Pacific Range Multiverse tomorrow 7:30. And other than that, you guys, I know we talked. You were working on an LP or an EP, or during COVID, but nothing much else going on. And you wrote some songs, right, Jameis?
yeah. We've written some stuff, and been jamming, and it's we've got some quarantine jams.
Bougainvillea is a quarantine song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That song's been stuck in my head for like a week,
Oh,
and I'm not complaining. And
Yeah.
I did,
Yeah, it's a
And
fun
I-
one.
yeah. And
I love this song. It's so much. It's a lot of fun to sing.
yeah, and I wish I had. I wish I had a good edited version of it, but it'll be out before too long. Um, it's not a quarantine related song. It's not about the quarantine. It was just written during quarantine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gazing
not- it's-
out the window.
yeah.
You know?
It's about not being able to go outside, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, we're all just kind of stuck in here and watching the days go passing by.
Very slowly sometimes and very quickly other times.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Time seems to be fluctuating during this quarantine for me.
Well, since
Yeah.
everybody isn't tagged on the screen, let's introduce everybody before we get too far along. We got Seamus, lead singer, guitar player, songwriter. Do you write most of the songs? 90% of them.
For the lyrics, but
Yeah.
we all write them. We get together and we play music together.
Got it. And then Nate back there, in the middle, drummer extraordinaire, and then Cameron on bass, and then down on the bottom all by himself, Stuart.
Hey.
So now you've all met the band. Let's kind of go. Let's start at the beginning. Two of you met. I was reading your bio. Two of you met in college at Chico.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seamus and I
Yeah,
did.
Nate and I.
Okay, and then it kind of grew from there. So how did we get from there to here?
Well, I think Pacific Range owes a lot of us meeting due to our good friend Clay Finch, and he's in Mapache, that acoustic duo, and they just released a new album right before they were going to be hitting the road this quarantine. But Clay went to Wakinyata High School, and then we met up in college, started playing some music, and then I met Nate through the radio program together. We're all involved with the Chico State KCSC radio program.
Right.
And eventually got a house, and then once everybody graduated, we all moved back down here, where I met Cameron and Stu, and Cameron. The correlation there between Cam, Stu, and Clay is that they all went to high school together at Wacanato. So we and Cam, I mean, you guys can jam it for
Fill in the holes.
all out of the room pretty much, you know. So
Yeah, Cam and I have been playing together for like almost our whole lives. So we've been in and out of different bands and just jamming all the time. And then we met Seamus and Nate. You know.
And how long ago was that? That you guys
I
all
think it
came
was like,
together?
well, they met like maybe a little over 3 years ago. Cam met them first, and through Clay, and then I met them like maybe 2.5 years ago, I think, and kind of slowly just started playing with them more.
Right on.
Yeah.
And pre-COVID, you were on a pretty decent trajectory playing some You played Lucidity, right? And were you on track to play?
We
some
didn't
Lucidity?
yet, but we were going to.
Yeah, you were supposed to. You were
Yeah.
on the lineup this year.
Right.
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
City, and then we're gonna go all the way out to like Milwaukee Psych Fest, and Garcia Peoples. If you've ever heard of those guys, they've they were gonna be playing that, and that was gonna be so much fun.
Right.
But we were we were on a trajectory for sure to be traveling around the states and stuff, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like a 2-month tour planned, and then
Right before COVID.
another month-long tour.
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. We had pretty much the whole year booked out. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of gigs. So you know, here we are. But
And then COVID hit, and we
Yeah.
all got shut. And we all got shut down.
Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
But you took it as an opportunity to like go in and record some stuff, right? Like you didn't just kind of like say, oh well, we're not doing it, or was that before COVID when
No,
you guys were up?
we had done those recordings before COVID, towards the
Oh,
end
you
of
did?
last
Okay.
year. Yeah.
the new EP that's supposed to be out.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
too-
I don't know if I'd call it an EP, but
Three
yeah, it's
three
three
song
songs.
sampling
So,
pack.
yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were recorded last November, actually.
Last
Yeah.
November. Okay.
Pre
David School, Dave Schools.
We released that
Yeah, I was like Cameron told me that you guys were up working with Dave Schools from Widespread Panic on that.
Yeah.
How did
Mhm.
that is just how did that happen? And tell me what it was like working with Dave Schools. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Panic?
Yeah. No, Dave
Totally,
Schools,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, I think that happened through Brent from our label met Dave Schools at the Neil Casal benefit show,
All right.
Parker Memorial show, and yeah, I guess they kind of hit it off, and I don't know, I don't even know if Dave really heard us before. I think he just took a big chance, and
I think
yeah,
Brent
got in
probably
the
sent
studio
you.
with us. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he must have heard us. I don't know.
I don't think he had heard us like maybe before the meeting, and then Brent
Right.
showed the music to him, you know. And he's I feel like really trying to focus on like his producer role. So I feel like timing wise it just worked out because it seems like, you know, he's really taken on that hat recently, and yeah, timing it just worked out perfectly for us, and it was great working with him.
Yeah, is he just as cool in person as he seems like he would be?
Maybe even cooler. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like so like so accommodating and like so like
Really good teacher.
professional. And, yeah, he's got a great sense of humor. You know, it's
Cool.
really
Yeah,
fun
the name Schools is very fitting, I think, because, you know, it literally just felt like we were going to school the whole time. You know, he's kind of like drilling us and pushing us creatively, and he brought a bunch of different toys like little synthesizers and pedals, and
Came out and
you know,
at one point.
You'll learn something.
Pretty fun.
definitely, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and I
That's
think we learned about ourselves too. You know, like kind of he yeah, I don't know. He would point out things to us. I think that we wouldn't necessarily recognize, and yeah, very
That's a
nurturing.
good producer right there.
Yeah,
That's what a
definitely.
good producer should do is bring out the best of you, and make you bring out the best of you.
Yeah, I mean it's a pair of fresh eyes too on something on songs that you've been playing and practicing for such a long time, and it's really I think important to have that third party kind of perspective, kind of the out
Yeah,
on the outside looking in a little bit, you know.
Yeah. Did
totally.
anything absolutely go out the window? Like you came in saying, "Okay, we're gonna do it like this." I know this song is supposed to sound like this, and then Dave took it over, and it came out sounding like
Oh
polarizingly
yeah,
opposite. Yeah.
I think the whole well,
No.
one of the songs is like 20 minutes long, and the second half's like a whole jam, and that whole part definitely transformed from what it originally was, and you can hear his touch on that, and um, it became like this whole kind of like this journey rather than just like a jam.
Cool.
It's a bunch of different little things put together, and
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's
The
definitely a little different than what we put out before, but it's interesting. I think people will appreciate it.
the
You know.
best jams take you on a little mental journey anyway. Like, or they should, I should say.
Yeah,
it
totally.
shouldn't be just a bunch of notes filling space and time. It should be a
Sure.
musical trip that takes you down you know takes you down a path into the musician's brain. I think
Yeah,
whether that's a
absolutely.
good place to be or not be.
Yeah, that's true. Well, at
But
least you don't have to live there.
yeah, you can. Yeah. The jam eventually ends, and you can
Yeah,
reside your residency or resolve
right.
your residency there. Uh,
Yeah,
but yeah, the best ones take you out there, and then the good ones bring you safely back down to earth. The
yeah,
bad ones like leave you out there in the ether.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've had fish do that a
yeah. I
few
feel
times to
that.
me.
Although
Yeah,
sometimes with the
right.
jam, you just don't know what's gonna happen, and just kind of it's hard to predict, and I don't know.
It
Sometimes it kind of
flows.
falls on its face, and sometimes it works out magically, So that's kind of part of it, I think.
Do you guys write? I've asked this from a lot of jam bands. Do you guys structure your improvisational jam parts? Uh, like, there's always the jumping off point, which is the root. Like, you have the jumping off point of where that phrase in the song ends, and then you go into the jam. Do you guys practice the jams, or do you like kind of go at them with an open mind and just go out of hell with it? We're just gonna take this wherever it takes us. Like, or is there actually like a charted path by which to follow? You know what I mean?
I feel like there's little. I think at first it starts off as just like a kind of random journey, and then I think sometimes we find little parts that we like, and then we just kind of gravitate back towards them. There isn't.
Yeah,
I don't
And
there's
these,
always little like milestones that we kind of hit, but in between it's just like free for all, kind of not free for all, but it's
sure.
anything can happen, and then we have these little places that we come back to. I think,
you don't have to talk about it too much. It's kind of
Little
Yeah,
happens. But
breadcrumbs you leave along the trail
right.
so you don't get
Yeah,
lost.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
exactly.
sometimes it's a lot of fun getting lost too, you know?
Yeah,
Like that makes sometimes getting lost and just straight up improvising and not like uh, having like a destination makes those moments that you come back to, um, they make it more, I don't know, make it sound almost sweeter, more like it's coming back down to earth.
Right.
It's like I always like to compare like jamming to a Pollock painting or something, where it's just like there's a certain method to it, but you're like throwing paint on like a canvas, and uh, I don't know, it kind of creates this whole piece of like an art piece.
Sure.
But even though sometimes it can be like kind of chaotic, it's still creating like this all one kind of thing.
Right. when you reach the end, you look back and it's created a complete piece, but every little piece in between.
Yes. Yeah. Even though
Yeah.
Yeah.
might be like drizzling with spat,
Yeah,
splatter.
some splattered paint on there for sure.
Yeah.
Jackson Pollock, love that guy. Total chaos. There's some. I've seen some of the guys who hang the paint can on a string, poke the hole in it, and throw the, and it just
Oh,
goes.
that's cool. Yeah.
Put the canvas
Yeah.
on the floor. That's some cool shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that is cool.
Right. I've seen videos on YouTube, and it's just like, wow.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
It's that pendulum kind of swing, and it's very like geometric.
So, do you have plans when COVID's over to take that 3-song EP and take it back into, or take it into something bigger and go back with work with Dave more, or was that a one and done, or when you left was the door open to go back?
Yeah, I think so. At some point, it'd be really cool to work with Dave again. You know.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see like what happens with like these 3 recordings. I think that we have some pretty cool ideas. We just met up with Curation the other day, and they've kind of we're kind of spitballing some ideas as far as artwork, how we want to release it. And, it's kind of looking like the beginning of like next year. So,
Beginning of next year.
yeah,
Yeah.
4-song vinyl
yeah.
record.
Oh, like a 7-inch, like a little one.
Yeah, or maybe a 12-inch, but just 3 songs, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty much full length because we have a 20-minute jam.
Oh, there's one 20-minute song. I forgot
Right.
about that.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, came
juice.
out.
There's a lot of they're all pretty long.
What?
Sure.
They're all new songs. There's nothing from previous. It's all previously unrecorded stuff.
One of them is on our last album. The one that just came out. I don't know. But the other 2 aren't released yet.
Yeah, but that's the one that we made 20 minutes. So on the album we have like a 5-minute version or 4 minutes or whatever, and on this one it's going to be like a 20-minute version. So it'll be
The
more like when
20-minute
we play it
extended
live,
jam.
actually. Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
The 20-minute extended jam version of the song that came out on the previous album.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
What's the first album self-titled? Is that right?
Life on the mountain.
Well,
Oh, the very first one. Yeah.
Or
that
or the last one that came out.
Yeah, the most recent album, High on the Mountain.
that came out in March. High Upon the Mountain.
All right.
Kind of going back to what you were saying earlier, like when COVID hit, the good
Yeah.
thing was that we had that ready to go. So we kind of just, I don't know, used the downtime as an opportunity to release it, kind of let it do its thing.
And that's got 6 tracks on it.
That's got 11.
11. Okay. There's just 6 up on the website. No.
Oh yeah. On the website, yeah, that's the old
that's the old
EP
album.
thing.
Yeah.
Got it. I'm looking at it right now. For those who want to go check this out and listen, there's a website for you. Go to pacificrangeband.com. It is you can find pictures, you can find 6 tracks off the original album, you can buy the new album, and hopefully you can watch some videos too. And that's stuff that was before Stewart, right? That's what you telling me? There's some videos up there that were pre-Stewart.
Yeah.
He was pre-Stewart.
Pre-Stewart.
Yeah.
Was it pre-Stewart and pre-Cam or just pre-Stewart?
Cam's on there.
Yeah, Cameron.
Cam's on there? All right.
And Clay, who we mentioned earlier, he plays guitar on it as well.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds like a perfect opportunity to share it because I think you guys you're a little bit Allman Brothers, you're a little bit of that Southern Rocky stuff, but your jams can stretch out into the Pink Floyd and more psychedelic prog rocky world. which I rather enjoy because when you take the Almond Brothers and you breed in some Floydy stuff, it sounds really cool. Thanks a lot to the synthesizer and whatever other cool noises you got coming out of your keyboard.
Yeah.
But let's set this up. I've got a video that is queued up, and it's the studio walk video. Stuart and I were talking about it. You want to set it up and talk about it before we play it? It's where it was and.
Oh yeah, it was up in Creston near San Luis Obispo. Yeah, our friends, the Charities, they play in another band. They have a house up there, kind of on the vineyards out there, and so we went up there and hung out with them and filmed the video on the property up there. And it's just kind of all of us hanging out, walking around. It's good times.
And the song is Studio Walk.
Studio Walk, yes.
All right, let's share that, and you guys. Enjoy Studio Walk, and we'll be back in about 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
And
All right, now we're back. You know that video with the way you guys edited it, and you did it not in a full widescreen landscape, and it's kind of that grainy. Yeah, that could have been 1976. That's cool. I like it. Was that your intention?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a Super 8 film camera.
Right.
And yeah, we just shot it in like a day, pretty much. And I think every clip in there is pretty much every clip we filmed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have much time, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it was also right before COVID hit.
Yeah, Joanna Edmondson, super talented videographer, and she does a lot of work with our friends, the Charities, one of our favorite bands. And she's just super talented. She did all the editing, shot it, Super 8, which by itself is, is an art form. So we were happy.
It's very well put together.
That was fun working with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Charities guys are hoot.
Yeah,
they
they're
love those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, check them out. They
Yeah.
got some really good music up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to the Charities.
They need to be hanging with.
they do everything themselves too. Like they're working on an album right now. They like set up in their living room. They all live on this ranch out near Paso Robles, and recording tape, and they really do it DIY.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Well,
And anyone I know really.
Yeah. They're like capturing spots.
if you got the space, to do it, it's a cool way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Big
Who?
band. There's like 6 of them, and they all have their own, specialties. And, yeah, there's a good unit.
Who ate shit on the skateboard going down the hill?
No one.
No one.
Me almost eating shit.
I saw that in the video. I was like, oh, wow!
Yeah.
Somebody's.
Yeah, that was pretty sketch.
How did you not find a rock on the way down?
There's like some giant off-road tires on
Yeah.
that board.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Monster truck.
made for that.
The off-road
Yeah.
skateboard.
They're-
Yeah.
I always seem to find the one and only pebble in the entire parking lot when I'm on a skateboard.
I know how that feels too.
Oi,
Yeah.
no thanks.
That's the only time I've ever gotten seriously hurt skateboarding was hit a crack on my skateboard. Hit a crack, got a concussion. But
Oh,
that's how it happens.
Yeah.
Just a little.
yeah. I don't do well on skateboards or bicycles. Tend to fall off them. So I stay off them because I don't want to fall off them.
That's part of the
So, where Seamus, since you write most of the songs, I'll ask you, or you write most of the lyrics. Where does the inspiration come from? What's your pool you draw from? Life or just shit you pull out of your skull, or?
Usually, I guess it. I don't know, writing lyrics to a song, writing lyrics, doesn't. It's not the easiest thing. You got to really find the right words, and kind of provide the I don't know, just create an image for people. It kind of comes from I guess nature and experiences, ways that you're feeling or the world is feeling, and hopefully you can create some sort of some lyrics that are meaningful and have more than one meaning to the words, and things that people can try to relate to. I mean, I feel like sometimes people don't know what I'm talking about, but but I think that it's really up to the interpretation of the listener,
Mm-hmm.
and not to really define it for them. They kind of have that.
Keep it somewhat ambiguous so people can interpret it as they will,
Yeah,
to fit their own life. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean these are things that like I write about that are fitting to my life, or it's like the bigger picture of like humanity. So,
Do you have one song that's particularly personal to you, like that, like you write a lot of them, but there's always that you hope there's one that kind of like this is my this is my song. Do you have one? Do you
yeah,
have one particular one that stands out of all of them?
there there are a couple, but the one that sticks out to me the most, I think, is Nothing Else More. Um, just the lyrics to that is, it's kind of about like dealing like with your own like ego and like your reflection, and then just looking out at like the bigger picture of things, and that this that humanity is kind of like built off of the interwoven fabric of I think love, really, and um, millions. There are just millions of people that live here, doing their day-to-day thing. And, some people are moving to their own beat. Other people are, moving to other people. So I think there's a lot. That one to me always gets me kind of like fired up to sing and jam on.
Nothing else more.
Yeah.
Is that on the last album, the first album? Where is that? Where can people find that?
It's on the last High Up on the Mountain album.
High Up on the Mountain album.
Yeah, and it's like an 8 or 9 minute song. Yeah,
Cool.
we're honored to be, blessed with the presence of Jade Castrinas, who, is a really talented singer and songwriter too. It's just like she's got like really amazing voice, a lot of heart too.
I see that's on
Yeah.
Spotify.
Yeah,
People can go listen to that on Spotify, on Pacific Range's Spotify page.
yeah,
That would be track 11.
yeah.
Yep.
It's
That's the
one of
last one.
one of the last ones, but it's one of the longer ones on the album. And, we got jamming in there, and Stu's on the keys, and some nice kind of interweaving like solos and jams. Like,
Do
one
you
of my
publish?
favorites to play and sing?
Do you publish your lyrics so people can like read them, or do you keep them all super secret ninja?
That's a good question. I mean, I feel like we should have published them. I mean, everything is like I think copyrighted. And publishing is all.
Should be. If you're on ASCAP or BMI, they can't steal them.
Yeah, yeah. So it's.
And God forbid somebody want to pay you for them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool to get one of those like sheets that you slide into the record that has all the lyrics?
Yeah, I love those. Miss
Yeah.
those.
I mean, I think that we're supposed to go to like online.
Even a cassette. When you opened a cassette and you pulled that long,
Yeah.
multi-fold thing,
Yeah.
and the lyrics were
I
so
remember
tiny,
that.
you like had to focus in on them.
Yeah.
But
I wonder if you look them up if you find anything. I don't know.
I don't know.
The
Somebody
mic-
try. Yeah. Are they published on some random lyric place? I don't know.
Yeah,
It might be.
Not sure.
Yeah. Well, just curious because a couple people commenting they can't wait to dive into your lyrics.
well, I will say they're pretty audible. Seamus is good at, I don't know, making the lyrics clear. We don't use like too many effects on the vocals.
He enunciates well.
Yeah, you can if you want to know what they're saying, you can hear it, you can decipher it.
Right on. Just it's not it's not like Pearl Jam or Nirvana or
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like a lot of
what did he just say?
bands that have this like crazy, they have their special microphone they're singing to, and it's all
Uh-huh.
kind
Yeah.
of distorted and reverb.
And they barely speak the words to begin with. You know?
Yeah, correct.
Dave Matthews, there's another one. He
Yeah.
kind of He kind of
Kinda hard to
mumbles his way
understand.
through. He
Yeah.
mumbles his way through most of his lyrics.
Definitely.
He probably makes them up half the time, forgets them or something.
Yeah, I thought that for a long time. Does he make this up? Like he writes this music and then just kind of, makes sounds as he's going that kind of sound like words. I don't know.
Yeah.
For all you Dave
Sounds like
Matthews, well, he is from South Africa. She says. All right, we'll give him credit for that. So we saw that studio. Is there another video that we could show? Because we just keep talking about it. I'd love to hear some more. I'd love to share some more music.
You could play one of the live ones right below that on YouTube. Yeah, KCPR maybe. Which is funny. We actually recorded those the same day as that other video.
They're all studio walks, right?
Oh yeah, if you search KCPR Pacific Range, there should be more songs as well.
KCPR.
Yeah, I think nothing else more than that too.
Is there
I
one
see
on
a
there?
Far
Nothing else
Out
more?
and
Oh yeah, or do you just want? Was that Seamus?
I see it.
Which one?
I see Need a Little Rain.
Far Out is a fun one. That one's not on any of our albums too.
Far Out's a good one. It's not on the album.
It's a newer one.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, it's like a new one.
Yeah,
All right. Let's let me open
Yeah,
that up.
it's a bit of a
And,
longer one.
All
See
right.
how long
Well,
is
let's. I don't know. 11, 12. It's all right. Let's share it. Let's see what people think of Far Out, the new song that's not on the album.
All right.
The Dave's question is we don't have access to anything that you guys did with Dave's Schools. It's not out yet. It won't be out till the first of the year. Correct.
Yeah.
That's tentative plan right now.
Okay.
Somewhere
So
around there.
the plan
So-
is
We're making a special vinyl for that release.
right on.
Yeah.
Well, so those won't be out till later, but we'll anticipate their arrival. Let me quickly pull up this tab with audio, share screen, and let's listen to Far Out live. Where's KCPR?
San Luis Obispo College.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Perry. This is Far Out.
Far out at the edge of the cliff, looking over the field, enjoy a nice lift. Let this feeling take you higher. It's alright, don't close your eyes. Free to fly
Turn our mics back on. There we go. That was a nice representation of how the jam gets stretched out and takes you on a little journey. I thought that was great. That's not on an. If you're just tuning in, we're here with Pacific Range from LA. Great band. We just heard their song "Far Out," which is not on any album. Correct?
Yep.
Right.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's
I think
new.
it will be on one, but I don't know when that'll be.
Cool. It's one that's in circulation but has not yet been laid on wax yet. That's awesome. I love it. And that was a live performance from up in San Luis Obispo at the College Radio. Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you do that? Right before COVID?
Pretty much, yeah.
That was the same day as the Studio Walk music video, actually.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Wow, you had a big day.
Yeah.
It's nice.
That's awesome.
Quite a full
Yeah.
weekend. We also had a show the night before, so
Where was the show?
that all on the same weekend.
Were you at Frog and Peach by chance?
It was at a Stage 9, which is kind of like a DIY,
Oh, right on.
more
Like an
on the
art
cuts. event. Yeah, like an art space.
All right. Have you been to Frog and Peach up there?
Yeah.
You played there?
Yeah, we played there.
I love the guys at Frog and Peach. They're always very, very, very inviting and very friendly and very free flowing with the Jameson.
Yeah.
Every show. Every show. Yeah, you want another? Not do you want a shot? How many do you want? And then it's do you want another? Do you want another? If you would like to tip the band right now, there's a PayPal and a Venmo on your screen, or you can read the crawler. Send it to me. I will send it to the band. And if you want to buy their merch, which is really important, you guys have T-shirts and stuff?
My straw down there, yeah.
Anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got shirts.
Okay. All available on the website, correct?
Well, our website has a link to our record label's website.
Which is where you can buy your merch?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
PureHoustonRecords.com.
Cool. That is new. That's a new thing, right? Is it your new booking agency or a new record label?
It's the record label.
Both, I guess.
Both new?
Yeah. But
I know
yeah, the
you
label's fairly new. Yeah.
Cool. You can go there and go visit the page and buy some stuff. Buy the album. Buy the last album. Buy the first album. Stream it. Do what you would wish with it. Buy a T-shirt. Buy a hat. Buy a whatever these guys have got to sell because they're making some great music, and we all can't go out and enjoy it live, so we get to do it here. And on Mondays and Thursdays at the Bridge Family is where I am, and you guys are the fourth Thursday at Bridge Family. Got a big shout out from the North Coast, Cleveland, Ohio, for you guys.
Yeah.
They're loving you guys in Ohio.
All right.
Cool.
Excellent.
One of
George?
these-
Can't wait to get out there. Yeah.
I have not been back there in a while, and I don't think I've ever done a show there. But I know Toledo, Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, there's all some great, or there used to be some really great venues back there when I lived in the Midwest. Used to see a really great band back there called Acoustic Hookah. I don't know if you guys know those guys.
Nice.
You know that band?
No, I don't.
They're but it's a great name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're out of Columbus, Ohio. If you don't know them, they are great, great band.
Let's check them out.
They're still growing. They throw a festival every year in Ohio, which I'm sure is not. It usually happens right about now. They do it twice a year, one in the spring and one around Labor Day, called Hookahville, and it's on like their 20th year or something like that. So to Dave Katz and all of the crew at Acoustic Hookah, we're thinking about you, and if you want to come on the show and you're watching, let me know. But you guys, like I said, the next one, next Friday, Next Friday. Oh, somebody says they're doing Hookahville in the cloud. They're doing a streaming Hookahville. Cool. I'll check that out.
Nice.
Gio.
In the cloud.
Nice.
You can like
In
active
it.
in the.
In the interwebs, the cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's in the interwebs these days. Sadly.
Yeah.
Well, Bridge family, you guys are doing it up really nicely there. You know, I'm really
Yeah.
excited to be
Yeah,
able to.
totally.
And it's like you're. I don't know. It looks like you are on like a real stage. You know, and
Yeah.
your writing ability is it's insane. You know, it's really
Thank you.
quite the production. You know.
Yeah, Nathan does a great job with the stream. I have the pleasure of being there to put colors in the room and make the lights change, and it's fun. And it's fun. It's only fun if we get good bands. And lately, we've had some really good bands. And I understand that we're going to have some other good ones that haven't played before. I believe they're working on something with Great Divide, and I think Shaky Feelin', and a number of great LA or Southern California bands. So,
Yeah.
but we still got you guys every fourth Thursday, which is awesome. And I'm trying to think who else is. TV Broken's on the Thursday rotation. You guys are on the Thursday rotation.
The Higgs. Right?
Higgs are on the
Yeah.
rotation. And there's one more, and why can't I think of? Is it
Groove
Afrolicious
Sessions?
maybe? Groove
Oh, yeah.
Session.
Either, yeah,
Groove
not
Session
sure.
or Afrolicious. Afrolicious was amazing. I don't know if you guys saw that one, but those guys just kill it.
Missed that one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we played with them live one time, and yeah, it was fun to see them. They're great.
So what notable you guys before COVID hit? Where were you guys had a pretty regular rotation? Obviously, San Luis Obispo, because you talk about it often. Where else have you guys been? Like, what were your favorite places to play out here on the West Coast? You've been have a regular stop at prior to COVID. Let's talk.
We did Terrapin and
Terrapin,
Yeah.
right on.
and Sweetwater as well.
Yeah.
So that
Oh,
was,
you played for both Bobby and Phil.
yeah, that was an honor and a good time up there in Marin County. We love that area a lot.
Yeah,
Did
Terrapin's
you-
always a hoot too. It's a good time.
Terrapin's very cool. Did you play the bar stage or the
Yeah.
big room
On stage.
bar stage?
Yeah.
I like that hang
Yeah.
because at any moment Phil could walk in, sit down at the bar, and order dinner, and
Yeah.
has and does.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good time. It's
There
all
once.
fun.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fortunate to meet him there.
And
Did
get
you?
the overflow from the other venue during like
Did
during
Did you get to meet Phil?
Yeah, just kind of in passing in the parking lot at Terrapin once, but he was playing that night, I believe, in the
Ah,
room.
did he see you play at all?
No, that was just my first time actually as like I went as just
Oh, right on. Yeah.
you know.
I was there with you actually, but I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Then Graham was playing in the other room, and he was hanging out in there. And I walked
Ah.
over there with the
Midnight
friend.
North.
Yeah, Alex Coford plays. He used to play in the Terrapin Family Band. He's down here now though, and doing this thing. Another really talented songwriter and guitar player, also a drummer too. Like he was playing with Farmer Dave and the Wizards of the West here, you know.
All right.
Yeah, they're fantastic. They're all like good friends of ours.
Excellent. So where do you play around LA that people, when we get back to normal, where would they go? Where would they potentially see you play?
Sounds like we might do a residency at Zebulon.
Yeah, it's all very tentative.
Yeah.
But there is some talk about doing like a residency here. It's like near Frogtown, Zebulon.
Like Echo Park?
Atwater Village.
Yeah, like between Echo Park and Glendale, kind of in that little area.
Oh,
off the
I know.
two there.
I know exactly where you're talking about. Yeah, Frogtown's like that.
Yeah, it's
art-
a great venue over there. Yeah, a little art community kind of.
I don't think I've been over there, but
Oh man, yeah, you gotta check out
Zebulon.
Zebulon. Whenever,
Zebulon.
Yeah.
When things get back to normal.
Yeah, it's a newer venue, but it's like.
Yeah, it's cool. It's yeah, they've got like a nice bar there, but it's like they have a nice room. Um, we got to open for Circles Around the Sun night like last October, which was a lot of fun. And Eric Krasno was jamming with them.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
it was a really fun night. It's like, everybody's just having a good time.
You guys and Circles and Eric Krasno, that sounds like a great time.
Yeah, it was a blast.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Everybody, yeah, we set up somehow like the smoke alarm got set off in there. Like,
Oh yeah. During Circles set, yeah.
Yeah,
we got.
I think twice it happened.
I kind of blamed for it, but yeah.
But that was a joke,
Yeah.
We got a question from Ohio about one of your lyrics.
Yeah.
It says, "What the description of the Lincoln y'all are riding up to the swap meet in?" Can't hear the lyric clear on that one.
Oh yeah, it's the high dollar Lincoln, man. Yeah.
The high dollar Lincoln is all. That's the description.
High dollar Lincoln. Yeah. Roll into the swap meet. Gonna go find some cool things. Eat some boiled peanuts. Beers at like 11. In the morning.
And
The high dollar Lincoln.
some roots in Florida.
That's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of my family are from out there, so it's. I was born and raised here in California, but a lot of my family are from out there on my dad's side
In Florida.
There are a lot of swap meets out there, but this one it's just like it's the Webster, it's at the Webster Fairgrounds, Sumter County, and it's a pretty wild place. You like go and all sorts of really cool things like belt buckles and belts, cool hats, and
Mm-hmm.
people selling instruments. But there's this thing too out there where you're just like walking around and people are just like selling used guns, and it's pretty crazy, man. Like you don't need any kind of like check or anything, and they call it the swap meet loophole, for people to go and buy these things, So it's I don't agree with it, and you have to be a Florida resident in order to like actually get one, But it's just like so abundant,
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. Not to bring this interview to like a totally dark place or anything, but I don't know, something that should probably be looked at,
Gun reform, we try to not get political around here. This is a no politics zone, but I think gun reform is very important. I think I don't have any problem with your ability to legally possess a firearm for your own protection.
Yeah.
I do have a problem with your ability to possess 30 of them for your own protection.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially ones that are semi-automatic or, God forbid, altered to be automatic, and high capacity magazines. And there's no need for that. That's not for your protection. That's for harming somebody or something.
Yeah,
but
it's like too much of anything is bad for you, No.
Didn't somebody say? Oh no, that was too much of everything is just enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. That's good too.
That's Bob Weir logic right there.
Yeah.
That's y'all are Dead fans too, right? Even though you. Yeah. Where did you get? Because you play that gold top just like Dickie Betts, and you have a very almondy. Is it from Florida? Or you fell in love with that Allman Brothers sound? And
my dad was just always kind of grew up with it, and when you listen to like a bunch of Grateful Dead it's just like you try to dive deeper into like that kind of realm of jamming, and and you know, that's like the Grateful Dead to me is like more of like the unstructured side of it, and then you get into like Allman Brothers, which I feel like, you know, there's a bit more like structure to it. So finding that balance, you know, between uh, between jamming and like improvising, I think is really helped us, you know. Kind of,
Push it to the edge of chaos, but don't let it go over, right?
right, yeah, yeah, controlled chaos or like entropy, you know, like, you know.
Yeah. It's a controlled fall out of an airplane.
Yeah. Yeah, Nate and Sam have done that before.
You've jumped out of an airplane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no control of that. You just, I mean, at some point you can I've been trained how to do it. I've never done it, but there you reach a point where you do gain control, but the first 10 seconds you are completely falling. I mean, you're always falling, but you know what I mean? Like, you eventually reach a point where you can stabilize yourself and you have a semblance of control over that fall, right?
Free fall is that intense.
Yeah. Crazy.
It is pretty intense.
How often have you done that? More than once?
Just want to,
Yeah, just doing that once.
Just once? Once was enough?
you know, eliminate the odds.
You're batting 1,000 right now. You might as well stick with that, right?
Yeah. And the place I did it was so janky. Like, the plane looked like it was going to fall apart. And it's the cheapest skydiving in the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
We won't name them specifically, but what town was it in?
It was actually in Lodi.
Ah,
Yeah.
you were
CCL.
you were lost in Lodi, falling out of an airplane.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy like made a joke right before. He's like, "Oh, it's my first time." The guy who I'm strapped to. Yeah.
Oh, you were strapped into somebody. It wasn't like you were.
You can't do it by yourself the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aha! I went to a place in Indiana. No joke. If you paid the $200 for the class, which was a 2-day class, a couple hours a day, at the end of the class you completed, you got a certificate where you could do your first jump without being strapped to somebody. So you can buy your way out of it.
Oh, that's nuts. Yeah.
And they teach you how to land and how to fall and how to, you know, steer and all that shit.
How much training is that? Is it like a day?
It was all told about 4 hours.
Oh, geez. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I took the class and I went up in the plane and I put my foot on the wing and I poked my head out and the pilot is frantically waving at me and I was like, what? And I poked my head back in and he said, don't jump. Don't jump because the wind up here at 3,000 feet is like 50 miles an hour. And if you jump and you open that chute, it's going to carry you to Ohio. And I was in Indiana. And I said, okay. So I came back in. And the next week, the weather turned bad and it got shitty. And then winter hit and they closed down for the winter. And I never went back. So I took the class.
Oh, man.
I went
That's
up in
a
the
bummer.
plane and never
Shit.
jumped out. And I don't
Wow.
at all regret not jumping that day. But I kind of regret sometimes not going back one of these days.
You usually like force you
Yeah.
out. You don't want to jump, but
Oh, I was prepared. They were trying to drag me back in.
yeah, that's
Fine. No problem. The responsibility, the onus was not on you to pull the chute though. You were tied to the plane. Your pull cord was tied to the plane. So there was a little bit of safety involved. Like it pulled it out for you. You jumped and you went like 20 feet and then it just pulled it out.
crazy.
Huh.
Yeah. Don't let a first time amateur skydiver be responsible for pulling his own chute. I think that's probably a good philosophy. Well, is there anything that we didn't hit on that you guys want to hit on before we say goodbye to everybody? Is there anything that you want to mention about the band, about what's coming up, about, you know, for those of you who missed it, they got an album coming out on the 1st. Oh, here, George. Let me take away the crawler. Hold on, the crawler, so you can scan the Venmo. There you go. For those who missed it, there's a 3-song EP coming out in probably after the first of the year that was recorded by Dave Schools of Widespread Panic with these guys. That was up in Sacramento, correct?
Oakland.
Area? Oakland.
Yeah.
And every third or fourth Thursday, last Thursday a month, Bridge Family, go to Bridge Family Records on Facebook or Bridge Family Productions on Facebook, and you can watch that Monday, Thursday. I think you guys are the fourth Thursday. Anyway.
Yeah, we have that cool video with you that you did lights. That's on YouTube right now.
All right.
Yeah, give a shout out to that video. I don't know if you can link people. That was fun. That you did a great job.
Thank you.
Our show there.
Was that which one was that? Was that the Bridge Family your 3-hour session, or was that the multiverse one?
I'm not sure. Let's see.
Well, I mean, I think they're.
Yeah, either one. I think they'll both be on YouTube.
Yeah.
I see Pacific Range full set Bridge Family Thursday live stream from a week ago. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
people just watch some more tunes after this. That's a good one we did with Bill here. We had a great time, and hopefully in the real world we could all do that together someday.
Absolutely. Here's the link right there to the link didn't show up on Periscope, but it did on Facebook. So there you go. That's the link to the one we're talking about, the last Bridge Family, where I was the light guy.
And we have one
and,
more thing, the Burning Man stream tomorrow.
7:30 tomorrow. Is that
Multiverse.
Dusty Multiverse?
Yeah, I think that's the website.
Yeah.
That's
DustyMultiverse.com.
All right, Dusty Multiverse.com. Never thought I'd ever type that.
So I think you RSVP. I think you RSVP there, and then you download the app, which
Right.
$7.
Yeah,
they'll
access like all of Burning Man.
Yeah, anyone that wants to roll through Burning Man virtual reality you can check us out.
Yeah, check out.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool experience too. It's pretty interesting to go in there and see what's going on in there. So
it is. It was really cool. When I was in the studio last time, I was wandering around, and it blew me away that there were like people, and you could talk to the what do you call them?
Avatar. Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very, very cool. So those links are right there in my comments, in the comments on Facebook and whatnot. George, thanks for the dono. That's awesome. The links are there for the Bridge Family video. Links there for the Dusty Multiverse. If you want to donate to the band, and if you want to donate to Shakedown News, that would be awesome too. We'll share all of our donations accordingly between all of us. There's the info right there crawling across the bottom of your screen. I apologize that it covers the Venmo, but I'm not very good at this. Building these overlays. I'm not a graphic designer, so you get one or the other, people. So that is that. The Venmo's not scannable. It will be in a minute if I take the crawler off. Thank you. I'm being yelled at on comments. Sorry, people. Sorry. I wish I could close with Swap Meet, but I don't have a video queued up for it. I'd love to. Is there a video for Swap Meet anywhere?
Ooh, an early.
There's an old one.
Yeah.
It's probably out there on the in the.
You can play the recorded version as well off YouTube if you wanted to.
Yeah, there's one. It's like the photo of the album cover.
Got it. But seek out the Pacific Range music, and ye shall find some kick-ass shit. Just go googling and take your trip down the Google lane, and it will lead you to some really cool places, including this guy's music. All right, I will let you guys go. We have had an hour and 50 minutes of awesome fun time, and I will see you before too long at the studio. Again, everybody, go to pacificrange.com. It's there. You can buy their stuff. You can probably figure out a way to just send them money if you want. And any of the donations that come in to me, I will share with them. And that's it. Until we meet again, same bat time, same bat channel next week. I'll let you know who it is next week, or on Monday or Tuesday, because honestly, I've been so busy, I don't know. I've been so tied up in the multiverse, the dusty multiverse.
Yeah.
You guys, stay cool. Stay out of that heat.
You too.
And we will see you all next week. Bye.